It starts, as these stories often do, in a place with a history. The Cecil Hotel in Los Angeles, not just any hotel. This one has a reputation, a dark current running beneath its faded grandeur. Elisa Lam was young, just 21 years old. She was a student from British Columbia, Canada. Like many young people, she was exploring. She embarked on a solo trip across the west coast of the United States. Her journey brought her to Los Angeles in late January 2013, and she checked into the Cecil Hotel. The Cecil wasn't a five-star resort. It was known more for its budget accommodations and, more ominously, its long and troubled past. Elisa maintained daily contact with her parents back in Canada. Then, on January 31st, 2013, the calls stopped. Her parents, understandably, grew worried almost immediately. They contacted the Los Angeles Police Department to report their daughter missing. The search for Elisa Lam had begun, but no one could predict the bizarre and tragic path it would take. When Elisa Lam was officially reported missing on January 31st, the Los Angeles Police Department began their investigation. Hotel staff searched the premises as much as they could. They checked her room. It seemed undisturbed. Her belongings were still there. Police officers canvassed the area, speaking to hotel staff and any guests who might have seen her. They used search dogs throughout the hotel, including the rooftop, but initially these efforts yielded nothing. Days turned into weeks. Elisa Lam's disappearance started to gain media attention. The police, facing a frustrating lack of leads, decided to release a piece of evidence they hoped would jog someone's memory or provide a clue. This was the now infamous elevator surveillance footage. It was the last known sighting of Elisa, recorded on the day she disappeared. The footage was strange, to say the least. The video, about 2.5 minutes long without sound, shows Elisa entering an elevator in the Cecil Hotel. She presses multiple buttons on the control panel. Then, the elevator doors don't close. She peers out into the hallway, quickly looking from side to side as if checking for someone or something. Finally, she walks away to the left and the elevator doors eventually close. More than 2 weeks passed since Elisa Lam was last seen in that perplexing elevator footage. Guests started to complain about the water. First, it was low water pressure. Then, some reported that the water tasted strange, even a bit sweet. On the morning of February 19, 2013, nearly 3 weeks after Elisa vanished, a hotel maintenance worker, Santiago Lopez, was dispatched to investigate the water complaints. He made his way to the roof, where 4 large cylindrical metal tanks stood. As he peered into one of the 4 tanks, he saw something that would forever haunt him. Floating in the murky water was the naked body of a woman. It was Elisa Lam. The Los Angeles County Coroner's Office conducted an autopsy. Their official report, released several months later in June 2013, ruled Elisa Lam's death as an accidental drowning. A significant contributing factor listed was her bipolar disorder. The report also noted that she had prescription medications in her system, consistent with treatment for her condition. There were no obvious signs of physical trauma or sexual assault, and the toxicology report found no illegal drugs or alcohol. For the authorities, this seemed to close the case. But for many, the official explanation felt incomplete. How did Elisa, seemingly alone, gain access to the locked hotel rooftop, an area that was supposed to be alarmed? Ultimately, the death of Elisa Lam remains a deeply unsettling mystery. What truly happened to Elisa Lam in her final hours at the Cecil Hotel? It's a question that still hangs heavy in the air, inviting endless speculation.